The area of Marcy's rectangular flower garden is x squared plus 2x minus 15. What are the dimensions of her flower garden? All right, so we know it's rectangular. Oh, this one's easy. Oh, y'all got an easy one. Y'all got a little break. All right, my chair keeps jumping down. I don't know why. Which factors of 15 will give us 2x? So we have 1 and 15, 3 and 5. One sign's a positive. Oh my God, this chair. I keep going lower and lower. 1 is a positive. Let me just, sorry. All right, 1's a positive, 1's a negative. So in order to get a positive, make the smaller ones negative. So 5 minus 3 is gonna get us to 2x. Yeah, I got an easy one. X minus 3 and x plus 5. So you could just say, you could give whatever you want. You could say the length is x minus 3, the width is x plus 5. Or if some of you said the length was x plus 5 and the width was x minus 3, it doesn't matter. Those are the two dimensions. You could put it with whatever you choose. Questions? All right, lastly, now we're picking dimensions for the area of a triangle. So we know that an area of triangle is equal to base times height divided by 2. I thought about it, and you know how we multiply by 2? Maybe it might be easier for some of you to pull the GCF out first, the original GCF. So if I look here, I could pull a 2 out, right? And that will leave me with 4x squared minus xy minus 3y squared, right? And we know that's equivalent to base times height divided by 2. Then go ahead and get rid of this times 2 over here. That way you'll see what the two GCFs are outside. Maybe that might help. So we end up with base times height equals, our GCF out there is 4. And we have 4x squared minus xy minus 3y squared. Everybody got that? Now we have to find the dimension, so we're going to have to factor this. So we have to see, we'll do sliding. No, I'll do reverse window pane for this one. So A times C is going to be 12xy squared. I mean, why did I say? I'm tripping. I'm sorry. I'm just slipping the 4 to the back. I don't know why I was slipping the whole variable and everything. So in the back we have a 12, negative 12. And then our middle term is negative xy. And so we're trying to see which factors of 12 will get us to that. Hopefully you know 3 and 4. One's going to be a negative, one's going to be a positive. In order for it to be a negative, the higher number has to be the negative. And so we end up with negative 4 plus 3 is going to give us the negative 1. So then I'm going to do reverse window pane. First term's 4x squared. Second term's negative 3y squared. We have two variables in the middle, so that's going to be a negative 4xy and 3xy. Now we're going to look here and see what is our GCF. Our GCF is a 4 and an x. Look at this row. What is a GCF? We have a 3 and a y. Look at the first column. What is our GCF? They both have an x in common. And look at this column. What do they both have in common? We're going to pull out a negative and a y. And so then that leaves us with 4 times x minus y. And then over here, the factor is 4x plus 3y. And there's our problem factored. But look at the question. It asks, what are the dimensions? So here's our factors. Let's say we chose this one as our width, right? So there are multiple answers with this one because we have the GCF. So if this is our base or height or whatever you choose, then we have 4x plus 3y, right? The other one will be right here where we plug that 4 back in. So that would give us 4x minus 4y. So there's answer number 1. But remember, you could put this 4 with whatever you want. On the other ones, the reason we put the GCF back with what was left over, because it told us the height is x plus 5. So then that means the base is whatever was left over. And we distributed the 12 into that first term. But down here, it says find the dimensions. So you might distribute the 4 into this term, or you might choose to put this GCF of 4 with the second term, meaning that the x minus y is by itself, and then distribute the 4 with the second term. And so that means that the height or the base, whatever one you choose, is 16x plus 12y. So distributing this 4 to the second term. And so that could possibly be the dimensions. Everybody got that? Take a little bit to soak it in. Or, and I'm gonna miss some of your heads up. Remember we originally had a 2 and a 2? So you can distribute a 2 to the first term and a 2 to the second term. And if we distribute a 2 into this first term, this would turn into 2x minus 2y. And distribute a 2 into the second term, and that would turn into paper sliding. Hold on, let me hold it with my elbow and look a little bit.